It's no secret that there is major, major pressure on Kyle Shanahan to win Super Bowl 58. Everyone seems to be throwing Kyle Shanahan into the elite category, and I understand why, because Kyle Shanahan is wildly, wildly a talented head coach. But Andy Reid has won multiple Super Bowls. Sean McVay, who a lot of people consider to be elite and rightfully so, he's got a Super Bowl trophy to his name. Even the likes of Pete Carroll and Mike Tomlin have won a Super Bowl at some point in their career. Even Doug Peterson found a way to win a Super Bowl. Meanwhile, you have Kyle Shanahan, who everyone talks about as being this great progressive play caller. He can do no wrong. Kyle Shanahan has yet to win the big one. He's yet to win the Super Bowl. It's almost like there's kind of a James Harden effect with Kyle Shanahan, where he's great in the regular season, even has some great moments in the playoffs, but there's been some bad flameouts for Kyle Shanahan during his time being the 49ers head coach in these big spots and in these big time playoff games. Now, you can point to the fact that he had Jimmy Garoppolo as his quarterback. I understand that. And Garoppolo, to me, he never quite matched Shanahan's brilliance. It was an unbalanced situation. But now you have Brock Purdy as your quarterback. And I'm not saying Brock Purdy is the greatest quarterback in the world. He's far from that. But I think Brock Purdy is more than capable. And Brock Purdy has proven up to this point that he can keep up with Kyle Shanahan. You know, Brock Purdy has a high football IQ. He's very talented and very much willing to learn and be coachable. That's very, very key. And it seems like Brock Purdy is in the process of really just truly mastering the Kyle Shanahan system. And Kyle Shanahan, we've seen him just kind of let Brock Purdy loose at times. And he's had no choice because the 49ers dealt with an injury to Deebo Samuel in that Green Bay Packers playoff game. You know, the 49ers fell down 24-7 at home versus the Detroit Lions, and Brock Purdy was asked to make high-level throws, and he made the high-level throws. When it comes to Kyle Shanahan, as I mentioned, the only thing you can say about Kyle Shanahan up to this point is he doesn't have a Super Bowl trophy to his name. And you wonder why a guy like Kyle Shanahan, who's been a successful grad assistant, a successful offensive coordinator, and up to this point, a very successful NFL head coach, why has he not gotten a Super Bowl trophy yet? Up to this point, there's no more excuses. Because here's the thing. You're in an urgent state, Kyle Shanahan. The Kansas City Chiefs, yes, they would love to continue their dynasty run, but Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid are already made men. They're cemented in NFL history forever. They've won multiple championships together already. Shanahan, you got to get to one Super Bowl win before we start talking about, elevating you to that type of status. So I think Kyle Shanahan, man, you got a veteran roster. You finally found your quarterback. You've gotten back to a Super Bowl, but you only get so many bites at the apple. So there's major, major pressure on Kyle Shanahan because if we look back and we say Kyle Shanahan never won a Super Bowl, that would be kind of a mind-blowing statement considering how talented of a play caller he is and how much respect Kyle Shanahan has garnered not only from players, but coaches, executives, NFL analysts. Everyone seems to really, really respect Kyle Shanahan and what he brings to the table. So I'm, in a way, kind of rooting for Kyle Shanahan just because I've already seen Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes win multiple Super Bowls. And I think Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid are awesome. I have nothing against them. And it'd be great to see them potentially win another Super Bowl again. But I root for great storylines. And Kyle Shanahan handpicking Brock Purdy as the last pick of the draft and potentially having Brock Purdy be that Super Bowl winning quarterback for him, that's a chef's kiss type storyline. It's something that we will talk about forever regarding NFL history if Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers are to cash in and win Super Bowl 58. I'm not saying Shanahan, if he loses this Super Bowl, never will get another great opportunity to win a Super Bowl, but all I'm saying is you never know when your last opportunity to win the big game is going to occur. So if I'm Kyle Shanahan, I would capitalize on this Super Bowl opportunity. Super Bowl 58 is there for the taking. I think Kyle Shanahan can get it done if he dials in and does his thing. I believe he can.